I don't know how this video is going to come out. It's been a minute since I started to try to record my voice during some of these rides. I ask you bear with me because this is technically going to be my first video on a GoPro to where I'm actually talking. I'm not going to do a short. It's probably going to actually be an actual video. But recently, yesterday, I found out some tragic news about, honestly, the man Charlie Kirk. I work third shift out here in Indiana, so I wasn't 100% aware of what was going on. I remember I woke up, we have a group meet with our church family, and I started seeing them talking about prayers for Charlie. I didn't know exactly what was going on. I thought it was someone who they knew something happened to Charlie. Then I started seeing Facebook, my aunt, she's posting a picture when she met Charlie Kirk. So I started tying up different ends of the rope to each other. It's like, oh, something happened to Charlie. And the more I looked into it, I found out that Charlie Kirk honestly has passed away due to a shooting at Utah University. The second I found out about that, I was truly heartbroken. I really was. I wasn't much really heartbroken that he's gone, but I'm more heartbroken for his family, his wife, his two children. That meant a lot to him. That meant so much to him, honestly. I'm truly heartbroken that they have to now live a life without a husband, without a dad. That's rough. It really is. But the one thing I also start realizing too, like what in society will give someone that much evil to literally take a life of a person who literally talked about nothing but opinions, political opinions, spiritual opinions. Who in who in their right mind would do something like that? Take a life because they disagree with somebody. You have a lot of people right now questioning whether they even want to put their opinions out there now just because it might lead to probably getting shot. It might lead to probably getting killed. And that's heartbreaking. It really is. But for a person like Charlie Cook, with everything that happened with him, the assault that happened, the assassination, I just pray that it wakes up a generation that he talked to, a generation that he gave truth to. I remember watching one of his videos that he talked to George Janko with, and one of the things that I remember George talked to him about and asked him was that when it comes to going to these campuses, talking to these students, that he gives them his truth of what he talks about and the statistics behind it. But the one thing that I love that Charlie Kirk, he actually corrected George was that he's not trying to talk about his truth, but he's talking about the truth. I'm grateful for a person like Charlie Kirk who actually did that to generations like now. He went out, he talked to different colleges, different students, talked to them about his opinions, but the one thing I love about most of his opinions is based on a great foundation that he had set with God, set with Jesus Christ. I remember watching another video when he talked to people about. There's actually a recent one that he did, I think probably a couple months before everything that happened. Someone asked him, like, if he was to die today, what would he want to be remembered as? And the one thing that he told him and everyone in the world that he wanted to be remembered as having courage in his faith. He never wanted much. People asked him, you should run for this, you should run for Congress presidency with as much as he knows and how much he stands for God. But really, that was not important to him. He didn't want none of that. The only thing he wanted was honestly, to have a great wife, be a great dad, have a successful podcast, and even in the flip of a phone call, speed dial the president and probably get him to answer the first call. Joking around about it, but I mean, he figured it'd be either the second or third time when he called. But that's all he asked for. He didn't ask to be more. He didn't want to ask for power, nothing. He just gave his opinions and everything he believed in. I've seen a bunch of stuff lately, and the one thing that I kept thinking about is that Charlie Kirk, he ran his race and he ran it strong, regardless of what it looks like now. He was young, but yet he always told people that he lived a full life. And the thing with this race is not about the finish line, it's about also continuing just to keep pushing for more, keep pushing to be the best. And his best was wanting to become a disciple for God. And the thing that he left with this race too is that he pretty much left the baton going to the next person, or in this case, the next generation, to keep pushing on what he did and what he believed in. So I am truly heartbroken. I'm truly heartbroken that someone had the evil enough in them just to take away a life because of something they. I'm heartbroken because now you took a husband away from his wife. You took a father away from his kids. I really pray for the Kirk family. I really do. That they have comfort, they have peace. They know that he's good now. They know that he is in heaven, that he's not suffering no more. He's not having to fight any more battles and debates, conversations, nothing. And I pray for everyone in this world that Charlie's talked with and people who've known him. Touch them and give them peace and comfort for what he did that he believed in. Dear God, I pray for this world just to wake up. I pray for people to realize what's going on in this world. I pray for peace and comfort for everyone who's realized the loss. I pray for the family of Charlie Kirk, that you protect his wife, that you give her peace and comfort, you give her rest. I pray, God, for his children, that you give them peace and comfort and rest too, God. And more importantly, I pray that you open their eyes, let them realize and express to others that they had a great godly man for a husband and for a father. I just pray that everything gets better from here, God, and I pray that people wake up and want to stand firmly in your foundation and not be afraid. Thank you for all that you've done and all that you're still doing, God. Precious name I pray. So, this is my first video. I ask you just bear with me. I'm not great at this. I just usually post shorts of my stuff. But I felt like I needed just to talk about this for a little bit. It's hard. It is. Rather I go from here from talking about this to see where I go in social media. I don't know. But this was something I felt like I had to talk about. So I ask you bear with me if it was good or not. I hope everyone has a great day. I hope everyone has rest and time of patience and peace. Take it easy.